Hungarian record holder, also an 11:10 performer, Bogdanka Takacs. Well, a fairly even start. Dosso on the outside having a really good run in this early stage of the race. Svoboda's having to pick up ground. Now it's Bogdanka Takacs of Hungary coming through very strongly over the final 30 metres. Just hauling in Svoboda. I think that might well be a national record. Yes, it is. And it's a championship record as well. So she slices 300ths off the championship record, 400ths off a Hungarian national record. Bogdanka Takacs has never, ever run faster in her life.
Phil, that's one of the upsets of the day. You can see second to right there, Svoboda, who held the championship record at this point, storming away with it, I thought. But Takacs there, in lane 6 for Hungary. Fabulous through the second half. Lovely free-flowing style. Dips well at the line. Wins by a metre. Wins going away. A national record, a championship record. And that is a big shot. One might have expected Svoboda to take that one. She is a sub-11 sprinter. She is so experienced. But taking the win there, Takacs, maximum points for Hungary, and she will be absolutely delighted with that. Quite a shock as we see the results of that women's 100 metres. Takacs winning from Svoboda. Bishop's good, a personal best there.
There is the aforementioned Jessica Schilder, two-time European champion, 2022 and last year in Rome. Now, Jessica Schilder moved up into second place with her previous throw of 19:02. Still Fanny Roos. Now that's a big throw. I'm looking at the replay. I think that's a very big throw indeed. Well, we've had a few problems working out the distances, but that's an absolutely huge throw from Schilder. I think that might well even be over 20 metres and maybe another championship record today in Madrid. It took a look at it. There it is confirmed that Jessica Schilder did get the championship record with 2014. But all the plaudits in the women's shot put go to Jessica Schilder. Confirmation of the standings. Schilder of the Netherlands, 2014.
Dutch quartet, Nadine Visser, Minka Bishops, Lieke Klaver and Maria Van. That's a strong quartet from the Dutch. So, Spanish in lane 4. Watch them in the orange and yellow strip. Are their changeovers going to make a big difference here? Changeovers so critical. Down the back straight, the Dutch going well. They've made up good ground on the French with Bennett on the second leg for Great Britain. For the Dutch at the moment, it's a Klaver on the second leg. Down the back straight and into the second bend. It's still the Spanish going tremendously well against the Dutch now. On this third leg for the Dutch, looking really strong at the moment is Hohenstein and the Spanish leading, and they could take this one. They're in the lead, or are they? I think they've just edged ahead. It's going to be ever so tight, and Dutch going to take it from the Spanish. The Germans in third. A winning time, well, it's 42.02. It's another championship record, a national record for the Dutch. 42.02. They set a national record by 2/100ths of a second. Spain in second set a national record, 42.11. Unbelievable stuff. And Germany taking third with the season's best, 42.52.
The Dutch had Lieke Klaver on the second leg, that long second leg down the back straight. But probably I would expect to see Klaver and Sevilla in action in the mixed relay tomorrow.
Right. There it is, the Netherlands winning at 42.02 from Spain and Germany, Italy in fourth, Poland fifth. Let's go to this A race though. There's the Spanish representative. What a roar there is for Jael Bestouet, 24-year-old, best of 22.92. Sweden 7. Spain in lane 8 as they get underway. Now, don't expect Klaver to be too strong out of the blocks. Indeed, she's got some work to do there, the tallest in the field in the orange, but she can come back to them in the second half. Really good running going on there inside her there from Paris or France. Down the back, home straight. And that shot, not a great deal of use, I have to say. Bestouet on the outside is going to take this one for Spain. What a run from Bestouet! Wow! Maximum points for the Spanish. Paris or France second. I think Klaver might have been run out to it into fourth place. Yes, she was. It was Jung of Germany who came through for third spot. Crikey, what a run from Bestira. A championship record, no less. 22.19. That is quite astonishing. We take a look at what the wind was doing in that. It was plus 0.8. It's a fast track. She had a following wind. It's sweltering hot. And she had lane 8, so that gentle bend to negotiate. She is having quite some weekend. Joël Bestouet, a national record, a championship record, and the fastest time by a European this year.
But Bestouet was running like a woman possessed. And whatever was possessing her, well, what a great job it did. Absolutely fantastic performance. That's the Spanish performance of the championships, without a doubt. And the music starts blaring over the loudspeakers. She can't believe it as well. That's a picture that's going to be on the front of the Spanish sports newspapers tomorrow.
Confirmation of the championship record. Joël Bestouet. It's 22.19, a championship record, the fastest time in Europe this year, a national record. There's Femke Bol, 49.98 in Ostrava to Aid Nasser of Bahrain and Irby Jackson of the USA. Well, Bukowiecka, second from the bottom there in the white and red of Poland, loves to commit early, normally goes out hard, but Femke Bol, for my money, has gone off aggressively here too. The pair of them already almost up on Vondrova of Czechia to the left of picture. Bol, so tall, long striding, looks lovely and relaxed. A lot more arm action going on from Bukowiecka outside her left of picture in the white and red for Poland. Good running going on in the inside lanes and aggressive running going from Polinari, the Italian, in the blue there, right in the centre, out in lane 5. They come round the bend and Bol is already in the lead, well before the straight. Bol leads into the straight now. Bukowiecka's got some hard runnings to come, but Bol looking supremely relaxed and powerful and strong, and the 400-metre hurdler strength coming its own here as she stretches away to a big victory. 49.48. It's a new championship record from Femke Bol. Well, that is superb. It improves her own record from 2 years ago in Horzo. That was 49.82. Today, 49.48. Maybe that difference to some extent explained by the altitude and this new track and this lovely, lovely warm weather. Here it is again, Bol looking wonderfully relaxed. I thought Bukowiecka went out very hard, maybe trying to match Bol. Of course, there's an advantage to be inside your main rival, but she's some way down there, meters down from Bol's brilliant run.
There's the consolidated standings with that championship record. Femke Bol, 49.48.
There's Anne Bourgoin of France, European Championship bronze medalist last year in Rome. What a year she had, 1:57.81 in Rabat. A personal best a month ago, though, this season. Will she front run this one, Vero? She's the tallest in the field by quite a few centimetres. She heads off the quickest there from the centre of the pack.
Yes, it's not quick at all compared to what we might have expected. It's actually slower than the B race by about a second, but it's still Wielgosz hugging the inside line, Vero on her shoulder. Now Vero's starting to go through the gears. There's some contact there, and Wielgosz came off the worst. Vero's a fairly muscular athlete, and it's the Pole and the Swiss now starting to put daylight between themselves and Ives at the back.
Wielgosz sort of swung outwards there and bumped into Vero, but Vero so long striding and powerful. She's got the bit between her teeth now. Single file, although the French athlete moving up on the outside, Bourgoin, right up on her heels. The rest of them struggling to go with this acceleration for Vero, who so far looks to have jumped this one well. The Pole back in third place, Wielgosz leading the rest of the pack, but there's 3 or 4 metres between them and this leading duo. Vero into the straight now, defending her title well so far, but the French trying to come back at her. Bourgoin down the outside. Can she get there? It's going to be so tight, this one, and she does. The shorter French athlete Bourgoin takes it by a metre. 1:58.6. It's a championship record, can you believe? That second lap, 57.3. That was quick. That is fabulous running. Negative splits in spectacular fashion, and it was all down to Vero, who went really hard from 300 metres out. put up a stout defence of her title, but the heavy strapping on the left leg, the back of the left leg of Anne Bourgoin, the bronze medalist last year in Rome at those European Championships, was no handicap at all, and that was sensational. That last 300 metres from that pair, 57.30 the final lap, and it was the second lap, and it was all in the last 300 metres, frankly. That's really, really quick running, Phil. A championship record, spectacular negative splits off for 61.3. First four getting under 4 minutes, but the championship record of Bourgoin, quite spectacular there. 158.6 now, lap time 61.3 and 57.3. That is a 4-second differential. That is very rare. Vero doing everything she could, and a close second there, the Swiss.
Hi, I'm Nadia Battogretti. Sign up now to the European Athletics YouTube channel.